G'day guys, welcome back to Glenn's Aussie Barbecue. Today I'm going to show you one of the many ways you can do the perfect pulled pork on your Kamado Joe. Now we're going to be using our slow roller insert today to smoke this pork collar butt, also known as pork scotch, on the Big J3. If you don't have a slow roller, just use your deflector plates in the lowest position on your divide and conquer rack and it'll turn out just fine. Now also, I do tend to drop a few F-bombs now and then through my videos, so please, no offense, just be warned. Boneless pork collar butt. That's what we're using today. Have a look at the marbling on that son of a bitch. This is going to be fucking amazing. So, first of all, we're going to use a binder. Today we're going to be using mustard. Good old American mild mustard. Just give that a good rubbing. Fuck yes. And today we're using Pitmaster's Maple Pecan. Gonna get everywhere with this. Oh, this stuff smells fantastic. Pitmaster's Maple Pecan. Give it a good hit. Combined with Lane's Magic Dust. Some of you will already know that I'm a big fan of the Magic Dust. I use it on pretty much everything. Of course, you can make your own rubs. Gonna give that a hit. As you can see, I'm not going light. Don't be fucking shy. Don't be fucking shy. Just gonna give that a pat down. Flip it over. Bit of mustard. And that's it, we are done. We're just gonna chuck that on a plate, shoot those birds, wrap this in Glad wrap, chuck it in the fridge. So now it's time to start up our Kamado. I've already got my lump charcoal in the Kamado ready to go. I'm just gonna bury some smoking wood. I'm using a mix of apple and cherry wood today. Gonna light this up. Put a couple of pieces on the top, just so I don't smother it in a moment. Now that is just old leftover lump wood from old cooks, previous cooks. Never throw that stuff out, always keep using it. Beautiful, let that burn for several minutes, we'll come back. Now fire's been burning for around 7 minutes now. I'm gonna pop a bit more smoking wood right there like that. Pop in our slow roller. So we've got our slow roller in, X-rack and drip pan. We're going to close the dome, leave both vents fully open. We won't set our vents until we hit a dome temperature of 65 Celsius or 150 Fahrenheit. Now we are rock solid at 125 Celsius at the moment. We came out and set our vents once we hit 150 Fahrenheit at 65 Celsius. Closed our bottom draft door to around a finger width and set our top vent on the second white notch. Now we're just under the temp we want, but we are fully heat soaked, we're ready to go. So I'm just going to open my top vent just a touch, get it up to 130 Celsius, then we'll chuck on our pork shoulder. Now there was absolutely no reason to chase that last 5 Celsius. It really doesn't make any difference. 125 Celsius would have been fine. But I left that in the video just to showcase that if you do need to make adjustments to your temps, make slight adjustments to your vents. Do not go overboard and just open and close, open and close. There's no need for it. Heat soak that ceramic, stabilize your temps, you're laughing. We are exactly 3.5 hours down. Let's have a quick look at this pork. Just a light spritz with apple cider vinegar and water. Just zoom in on that for a second so you can see the colour. Wrong way, Glenn. Oh my goodness. Check out the colour on that. That is fantastic. We'll let that go for another hour or so. We'll come back and we'll check it out. Now you can spritz with anything or you don't have to spritz at all. That's entirely up to you. When I spritz, I pretty much only spritz the parts that are starting to dry out. If it's still sweating fat and goodness out of that pork, don't spritz those spots. You don't want to over spritz and wash off your rub. So just take it lightly, check it every now and then. I just thought I'd give you a closer look at this pork shoulder. How good does that look? That is fucking amazing. Oh, look at that. That colour is exactly what you're wanting. That nice mahogany colour. That's all the sugars in the rub caramelising and getting that beautiful bark. We'll come back in an hour or so and we'll have a look at this. This is looking really good. Well, we are just under 5 hours down. Let's have a look and see how this is going. Oh, the colour is fantastic. Let's just check the internal temp here. Oh, it feels good already. It's 165 Fahrenheit. That's around 72, 73 Celsius. That's pretty much where we would normally wrap a pork butt, but I'm not going to wrap it yet. I'll let it go a little bit longer. Give it a bit more of a spritz on this edge here. Drying out a little bit on that corner. And I'm just going to let it go. I might wrap it in around 15 to 20 minutes. But it's looking good. The colour's amazing. I just can't wait. And I've got to tell you, I had some smash burgers for lunch. I'm washing it down with a couple of scotches, and I'm pretty fucking happy at the moment. This is going to plan. Smash burgers were fantastic. Having a scotch, oh, smoking away. Fucking unbelievable. So it's been around 25 minutes, 5 hours and 25 minutes in total, in fact. And that is looking really good. I'm going to take that off now, wrap that in foil, chuck it back on the smoker, and we'll just keep an eye on the internal temp. Around 93 Celsius, we'll come back and start checking for probe tenderness. Now, I didn't bother showing wrapping the foil. It's nothing fantastic. You just wrap it tightly in thick foil. I wrapped it twice in thick foil, put it back on the smoker with a temperature probe right in the middle, just so I could monitor temps. Now, when your dome's open, you want to get in and out of there as fast as possible because all you're doing is letting hot air out and smoke out. And during that process, sometimes some of your smoking wood can ignite or over-ignite, and you get a bit of bad smoke coming out of the top. Don't worry about it, close it down as fast as possible, close that dome down as fast as possible, and just ride it out. If you do need to make any adjustments, make slight ones on the draft door or the top vent. Or, while your dome is open, if you're going to be open for a long period of time because you're adding more meat or doing something else, you can close the bottom draft door altogether. That'll just slow down any kind of airflow. Just remember to open it back up when you close the dome because we've all been there. So we are right on 93 Celsius, 200 Fahrenheit internal on this pork shoulder. So now we can take this probe out. That's done its job. Now we know we're in the range where we want to be checking for probe tenderness. We're going to use our thermopen, but only for the probe side of it. Not all about reading, we're just having a feel for tenderness. Oh, there is absolutely no resistance to that whatsoever. That's beautiful. Be sure don't poke all the way through and lose those juices. So we'll come from this side. Oh yeah, little bit tight here, not much. So what we're going to do is, see I'm going through the same hole, I'm not making multiple holes. There's very little resistance there and no resistance up here at all. So what I might do is just spin that, let that go for another 10-15 minutes. I'll come back and check this side. Once this side's probing beautifully, we'll take it off, wrap it in some towels. But I can tell you that when we come back the next time, I guess, can't I? Yes, I can. It's been another 20 minutes. We'll just check this other side now. We know that side's right. Just have a feel. Oh yeah. It's amazing what an extra 15-20 minutes does to anything like this. It's just really amazing. Well, that's beautiful. I'm going to take that off now, like I said before, wrap it in towels, pop it in an esky for an hour and a half. If your esky's full of beers, you can chuck it in the oven if the oven's turned off. Anything insulated will be fine. We'll take that off now, wrap it up, we'll come back and give it a pull. Pull it up good. Ooh, hang on, one last thing. Make sure when you wrap these up in towels, these two holes are facing upwards so all the juice doesn't drain out through the bottom into your towels. That way, keep the juice in the pork. Oh, God. You can just see how tender it is. Oh, come on. Come on, look at that. Have a look at that. I'm going to have a taste of that straight up. Mm. That bark there, look at that. Try some bark. Oh, that's so good. That is a day well spent. Oh, a bit of fatty, meaty bark. Oh, not mushy, stringy. Oh, have a look at that. All right, I'm out of here. Make some burgers, have some dinner. Catch you next time. Fuck yeah. In there, fuck me. It's gonna pop a bit more of a lump. Fuck me. Now we've been fuck me. G'day guys, welcome back. Fuck me. Now we're gonna be using a boneless pork collar butt today, also known as fucking scotch. Now we'll be using a boneless, it's not a fucking cork butt, pork. Now we're gonna be using a boneless Now we'll be using a boneless cork. Now we'll be using a boneless cork. Now we'll be using a boneless cork. Fuck me dead. Now we're going to be using the. These are fucking filthy. Don't have any pockets. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.